All right, hello. Hello, I'm back. Oh, hi. Okay. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Ugh. He immediately wants to come up and I wasn't ready because I'm forgetful. Okay, hang on. Sir. Sir. Yeah, you got a claw stuck. Yeah, you have to stop doing that. I'm working on it, sir. No, my adoring public has to see me. He's so famous. He's so popular. Okay. Sir. Come on. Come on. No, I don't want to now. No, now I don't want to. Okay. Well, he'll come up when he decides he wants to. Is it now? Is now when you decide? You got to go faster for kitty time. There he is. Okay. Okay. Friggin', so I had to take a minute.
The boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. There he is.
So I had to take a minute because the new Monster Hunter Now event has started. So I had to go do a hunt-a-thon. And somebody left on the last fight. So we lost. So I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed, you know? I'm annoyed. But that's fine. I got some. Just gotta focus on the quests, you know? Just gotta focus on the quests. Excuse me. Sir, yeah, are you just relaxing today? Did anyone else go out for Pokemon Go Community Day? Anyone else go out and do Pokemon Community Day? We went, sir, stop hitting it with your tail. I always forget about Pokemon Go. We went, I mentioned, we went to a new park. We went to a new park and I'm just so happy. So happy. To have gone. It was such a new, like, it was a new park. They were actually celebrating the 2-year anniversary. Hi, sir. They were actually having a thing. They were actually having a the 2-year anniversary of opening the park, which was really nice. Just gifted Mafia 3 from a charity event from Humble. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That's fun. I think I have Mafia 3. I've never played any of those games. But it was just so nice. Just so nice to go out, you know, see a bunch of people enjoying a public space, you know, seeing a big green space. There was like a splash, you know, like a splash park for kids. The playground was closed because they're renovating that whole park. Like they're in the middle of renovating that park. So just excited over to see people overall out using the space. And Humble Bundle is a really good deal for Monster Hunter. Yes. Yeah, I put it in the Discord. I'm pretty sure I put it in the Discord. I'm pretty sure I put it in the Discord. Yeah, I did put it in the Discord. Okay. I was like, I'm scrolling quite a bit. Did I not put it? I did. It's the last 2 Monster Hunter games and the expansions and the deluxe kits for them. So really good deal for $30. If you, I'll copy the link here. If you use the partner link, I get a little bit, which is nice. Doesn't cost you anything more, but Humble knows I sent you. And you know, it's a nice easy way to support the stream. You get yourself some great deals in the process. And you know, everybody has a good time. I would get that if I hadn't just bought into Rise on Xbox to play with Jesse. So, but yeah, it's a very good deal. It's only going for another little more than a week. It's only going for another little more than a week. Emerald Flash, hello. Emerald Flash, thank you so much for the resub for 6 months. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Half a year, that's flown by. I know. Avoid purchasing games in the moment unless it's a really good deal. Too many games to play on Game Pass are already purchased. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I get that. I had to make the same decision with that. I was just like, I can't. Yeah, God, half a year. I had the same thing recently. Okay, come in here. Hello. I had the same thing last night. I resubbed a Stumped for 9 months. I resubbed for 9 months, and even Jazzy was like, 9 months, good Lord, like already? So I know that feeling sometimes where I was just like, what are you doing? You know, like what is time? Have you seen a new game called Little Kitty Big City? Yes. Yeah. Aaron has been playing it. There we go. I've been watching Aaron play it. It's on Game Pass. So Aaron's been playing it. I've been watching her play it. It's such a great time. It's such a good game. We have such a great time. That's Graveyard Keeper. I can't believe I've had Stump Baby already. To be fair, I was watching Stump a very long time before I started subbing. Oh man, I can't believe that it's been 9 months already that like I've been watching Stumped. Like I know like people have been watching them for forever and all of this, and I was like, it's already been 9. I finished it last night. It's such a good vibe. Hell yeah. Congrats on that. Congrats. This is Parasite Eve. That's Parasite Eve. Boom. Yes. That game rules. I don't know if me playing it is on YouTube. I don't know if me playing it is actually on the YouTube. You recognize it by the mitochondria.
Perfect.
The powerhouse of the cell. I don't know if me playing that is actually on the YouTube. Oh!
Perfect.
Hell yeah! I'm a gamer. I was like, listen, it's Red Dead. I'm gonna guess 2. It really could be 1. I'm gonna go for 2, and hell yeah. I'm gonna have to play Red Dead at some point, I guess. All right. Earlier than 2018. Did you skip a category, or did I get distracted? I think you just, respectfully, I think you got distracted. I was just so good. I was just so good. Pokey, hello. Pokey, how are you? All right, so it's not PS3, PS4. I thought Parasite Eve was the cover. No, Parasite Eve was the art. Parasite Eve was the artwork. Ooh, Morrowind's a good, yeah. I'm like, what's like an old... Ooh. Morrowind's a damn. You're welcome. All right. All right. Yeah. This is the most Wordle part of it. Fantasy sandbox, open world action, role playing adventure, definitely a PC game, single player. Nope. Fable's a good guess. We got to figure out the year now. Now is when we need to start figuring out years. Fable's a great guess, though. Fable is a solid guess. Fable's 2004. So yeah, we'll go with Fable. All right, all right. Closing in a little bit. We know it's not a Fable game. You know? This game is not historical. I just want to throw that out there. Historical's a very weird... Matt, I know you played Song of Horror 2. I need to watch it. I'm almost certain that's on YouTube. I keep meaning to message you and about Song of Horror. I keep meaning to message you. It's so fun watching y'all play it. I love that game. I love that game. I think that game is actually criminally underrated. You know how some people say games are underrated? And it's like, they're actually not. People are excited about it. It's just not like massively. It's not as popular as you want it to be. That game is underrated. That game is underrated. It's good, but also very funny. Yeah. It's so good. It's been such a good time watching y'all play it. Did you play The Council? I feel like that game came up when I was playing that. Terra Memoria is 25% off on Steam. Hell yeah. That's a good game. No, but I feel like that game came up at the same time. I feel like that's a game I should. It wouldn't be RE4. Wow. Fable and Morrowind use the same engine. Video games, man. Video games. Could it be? No. Okay, see, here's the fun thing, right? I'm like, could it be Shadow of the Colossus? No, because it's not on PS3, PS4. So it's not Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I feel like Council came up when like looking at Song of Horror type games. I don't think Twilight Princess would be considered open world. I don't really remember. Not Bully because Rockstar. Yeah, we know it's not a Rockstar game. Good call. Good call. I'm gonna make a guess that's maybe not 100% correct. But this is an info guess. All right. 2006, not on PS2. So maybe it's a 360 exclusive. And it's not a Squeenix game. So, adventure RPG, fantasy, sandbox, open world, action game, 2006, single player. What's the series? Oblivion? It's not an Elder Scrolls game. We know it's not an Elder Scrolls game. I wouldn't consider Twilight Princess open world. Okay. I was like, what's the series I'm trying to think of? When was the original Witcher? I don't know. I don't think it's Witcher. Wrong time frame. I thought that. Yeah, I was like, I don't think 2006 is a Leisure Suit Larry game. That'd be funny. What? Do you want to come up again? Okay, you can come up for pets, but we're not doing kitty time. Gaysbur. Okay, bye. Leisure Suit Larry would be very funny. Hi. Yes, I'm paying attention to you. You don't need to rub my leg for attention. I'm actively talking to you. He's such a boy. Okay, sir. You're just walking around in your paper? There's birds. Sir. Casper bird. Casper, turn around. There's a bird. Casper. Okay, now he sees there's a bird. Just Cause isn't fantasy? That is correct, yeah. Do you love how I have to like fucking cat talk at him? Bard's Tale. Bard's Tale's a good guess. Bard's Tale's a good guess. Let's see. 2004. 2004. Yeah, Just Cause wouldn't be considered fantasy. It's a good guess though. Like that's a solid. Huh. 2006 explicitly. 2006 it's explicitly. Battle for Middle Earth 2. Isn't that like a like a Warcraft game basically? Gothic 3? Yeah, that's okay, that's a series I'm trying to think of. That's a series I'm trying to think of. Gothic 3. Crushed it. Good job, Nuja. Yeah, it's a strategy game. That's the word I was trying to think of. Strategy game. Strategery game. Strategers. That's what I was trying to think of. Looking through a list of sandbox games, there was one game that I was trying to remember that I know I've looked into. I've looked into playing. It's one of those weird open world CRPGs, you know, in like basically like Morrowind was super popular. And so everybody was like, oh, we'll make a Morrowind. And I can't for the life of me think of what game it was. It was a 3. It wasn't Gothic 3. It was 3. There were pirates. I know I own it on Steam. You know? I know I own it on Steam. All right, what are we looking at here? Okay, well now he's looking at birds and thrashing his tail, so he's good. He's happy. I think this is a puzzle game. I don't think this is Portal. I don't think this is Portal. Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. We'll just guess The Sims. No. Okay. Oh, ooh. Is this Psychonauts? Is this Psychonauts? Oh my God, it's Wii Sports. Is this Wii Sports Resort? I don't remember. Okay, hang on. So I know it's not Wii Sports because I had Wii Sports and Wii Sports did not have like long jump. So it's got to be Wii Sports Resort. Oh, Brian's right. Fuck. Brian's right. It's Wii Fit. Brian was right. Amazing. There's Wii Fit Trainer. Oh, right, because you have to squat your knees. That makes sense. That makes sense. That would have required the board. Hey, look, one of these days, all right? I got one. I bought one for $6. $6. I got it ready to go. I got it ready to go. Does it work? Maybe. Does it work? Maybe. Not sure if that's over or underpaying. If it doesn't work, I overpaid. If it doesn't work, I overpaid. It's a little, let me close a little bit more of this. There's a horror game I really want to play for the Wii that used that. That sounds really neat. When you're ready for Shining Force, there's a good spoiler free guide you can follow that just tells you in general where to go. I love that. I love that. Have you figured out how do you want to arrange the frames behind you? No, we haven't yet. That might be a thing that we do tonight. That might be a thing we do tonight. Because we have all the space and we want to figure out how we want to put them, and we need to leave space for the new one. So it's so tough to plan. It took me 6 months to figure out my gallery wall. I don't think we're gonna spend 6 months on it. But I know a lot of people spend a lot of time on it. I'll probably spend that time when I start to put my Bulbasaur frames back up, which I'm gonna do here. Erin's gonna take her bats down. Well, you don't know that there's bats on this wall above me. Erin's gonna take her bats down, which I guess we should have done before we put all the Halloween decorations away. No, that's fair. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Listen, we've been in this house 2 years, right? And we're just now putting this up. So that's, I feel you. I feel you there. But I know I want to get some more Bulbasaur art for the wall and then start planning that. And then I have saved in Amazon. I have these like corkboard strips that are Bulbasaur kind of colored for my pins and some of the extra things. And I figure because Enna is such a great influence and I'm being interested in Pokemon cards again, that when I get Pokemon cards, I'll leave space on them so I can sort of put the cards on them. So, I can display my cards as well as my pins and my pins and shit. Anna, did I ever show you the sleeves that I have specifically for my Bulbasaur cards? If my sister had her way, we'd have Halloween decor up year round. Guess what? Guess what it looks like in some of my house. I have so many Bulbasaurs for you. I love it. You didn't? Hang on. I think it's in. You're fine, Josie. You're fine, baby. It's in this drawer, I thought. Oh, they're right here. They did this G-Max Venusaur collection a while ago, and my buddy sent me 2 packs of these. So Yeah, that's just for my Bulbasaur cards. God, I forgot you voted for the bouncer. I forgot you voted for the bouncer. That's incredible. I love it. Oh my God, I can't believe I have to play the bouncer. That's so funny. I vote for Skies before I sleep. Sage, I hope you rest well. All right, what are we doing? Oh, right, we got to talk to our son about the strange men. Son. Son, tell me about the strange men.
Hey, Mom. What's up?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Have you seen anyone snooping around our house recently?
That's a really strange question.
Yeah, I know, but Mrs. Sola said she saw 2 people snooping around our house the night of the murder.
Don't you remember? I was grounded. I didn't go anywhere that night.
Why were you grounded? What did you
You know
do?
what's funny? If you and Dad would just let me stay out later, I'd probably be able to help you out right now.
Okay. I'm gonna ground you an extra night just for that shit. Really? You didn't go anywhere? You actually listened?
I told you I was in all night. I was playing Utter Warfare online with this guy I know from the web forums, Double Trouble. I figured since nobody was home, I'd crank the volume up pretty loud, so there's no way I would have heard anything. Are you done with the interrogation now, Mom?
Yeah, listen.
Why would I lie to you?
I don't know. Listen, you're a teenager. That's why you lie to me. That's gotten pretty good at hiding things from me. Don't think I haven't noticed.
You know what? You're worse than Danielle's mom. The both of you make a habit of nagging and bugging people. Why can't you just leave me?
Get a new texting app to replace the stock Android one. Oh, don't know that number. You can't give me shit for the bouncer when you're playing Desperate Housewives.
Why are you so hung up on this? I mean, I know he wasn't your boyfriend or anything. He didn't even play for that team, did he?
Damn.
Other than you and his brother. Who's really gonna miss him anyway?
Yeah, how can you fucking... You're grounded. You're grounded. You shit.
Look, Mom, I'm sorry your friend is dead, but I don't know anything. I promise. So drop it already.
Kids today. I love that the quest is called Kids Today. That's so fucking funny. He didn't help out much with the investigation, or did he? Think about what you know as Wellesley told you and see if you can find the next piece in the puzzle. Yes. I gotta go to the forums. I gotta go to the forums. Like any problem today, I gotta go to Reddit. Look, I'm sorry your friend is dead, Mom. Like, it's like, aside from you and his brother, who's really sad he's dead? Jesus Christ. My guy. Yeah, Double Trouble. Good riddance. You suck at this game in our way. Great. Perfect. This is what I like to see, Matt being desperate. Kira, hello. See if you can find the next piece of the puzzle. Think about what you know as well as what he told you. You're as bad as Danielle's mom. He's right, but he shouldn't say it. Let's do what all moms are good at. Snooping. This is the same. So Double Trouble was... Double Trouble was Frank. Well, if you can't figure it out, talk to him again. Kara, how you doing today? How's your Monday going? How was your weekend?
What's up?
John, I got some more questions.
What is it with you? Don't you have something else to do?
Emerald, thank you for gifting that sub to Kira. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Still too sleepy. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. I really appreciate that. That's so nice. I love when y'all gift subs to each other. That's so good. That sort of kindness is amazing. You sure you didn't see anything?
Don't know anything else. Jeez. Why don't you and conspire with Mrs. Vandekamp about how to ruin the rest of my senior year?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Aha, I gotta talk to Bree. I gotta talk. Yeah, Danielle's mom. Danielle Vanderkamp, who gives it up to any boy who asks. Which everybody knows. Yo! Emerald, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Future. That's 5 gift subs. Holy shit. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoy the gift subs. You got, you know, no ads, all the emotes, all that good stuff. Emerald, thank you so much for gifting. That's so nice. Might have to see a doctor, been too sleepy. That is a good, that's a good thought. That's a good vibe.
Hello. What a pleasant surprise.
I just stopped by to chat for a bit, Bree.
Oh, the pleasure.
Well, I'm trying to piece together the details of Daniel's murder.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time. I don't know anything about Daniel's murder.
Come on, Bree. Just think about it for 2 seconds.
The thing that comes to mind when I think of that night
Hey, look at that. It's almost like you knew something.
really isn't going to bring Daniel's kill. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Literally not a clue.
That was the night your son attempted to court my daughter.
When did this happen?
That night, he and Danielle were coming back from their date. I caught Danielle trying to sneak back into the house. She knew better than to stay out that late. I assume your son was the bad influence.
You know, part of me wants to be upset where it's like, of course you would assume my son is the bad influence, but also he's a teenage boy. So like statistically,
I saw them coming out of your house looking guilty as sin. And then your son had the nerve to try to sneak in with Danielle.
Mom, haven't you done enough? Now you're talking to the neighbors about this?
oh, hey, yeah, Danielle, who gives it up to anybody who asks.
Embarrassed me enough already?
I'm not trying to embarrass anyone, dear. You do more than enough of that for the both of us.
Damn. Damn, Bree.
Needless to say, they were surprised when I greeted them on the porch. I sent your son home immediately. Then Danielle and I had an...
I hate this lady. What's up, Danielle? Getting it? So they were together in my house? You saw them? Is that her official name? What, Bree Vandekamp? Yes.
Do you know what this means?
Yeah, it means we were out that night.
Thank God nothing happened to them.
I used to think my Danielle was incapable of hurting a fly, but she is susceptible to dangerous boys.
Who's dangerous? What the? Our children had nothing to do with Daniel's death. What the fuck are you about? They have flashlights. They have flashlights.
Poppy! Do you
So
seriously think I'm
fancy.
capable of that?
Danielle gives it up to anyone who
Said
asks.
Mr. Fox was killed at 11 that night. And if you remember, you sent him home way before that. You went off on your whole hiding party. And of all things, on a school night tirade and sent me to bed. Besides, I refused to defend myself. You're insane for even thinking this.
Yeah,
If only Dad were still alive.
I'm with Danielle on that one.
You will always be my daughter. But after what this family has been through, and especially after what you've put me through, It will take more than a few words for me to trust you again.
I don't know what Danielle might have done in the show, but boy, Bree, you're...
Considering you never even told me what you two were up to that night. Well, if Danielle doesn't have anything to tell us, there's just one person left. Your son. Maybe you'll have more luck getting the truth out of him.
May God have mercy. Yeah, I'm demanding answers. You know what's funny? John would never. This is so silly. That's maybe the silliest thing that's happened in this game so far. Jonathan Lackstrema, how
What's up?
dare you? You, on the other hand, have a lot of splaining to do.
About what?
Don't you about what with me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, maybe you weren't playing at all.
Why don't you ever trust me? You're just coming from out of nowhere with all this.
It's in the show, she's about a scene that gets knocked up and sent to convent while pregnant. And Bree tells people she's trapped. Are you serious? Does that actually happen? No. This is why people watch this show.
And I know you're making this up. You can't prove anything.
Usually I do. But right now I don't think I should. Because literally they just told me you were there. Yeah. 100%? Holy shit.
She can't keep her mouth shut.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, but isn't that why you're interested in her?
What? No. She's fun.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so now that we're done lying, let's talk about it. Desperate Housewives walk so Riverdale could run barefoot on broken glass.
Okay. Danielle and I went out that night. But nothing really major happened. So I didn't feel the need to bring it up.
You forgot to bring it up because you were out past your curfew and didn't want to get in trouble. Okay. Yeah, okay.
After Mrs. Vandekamp finished her angry diatribe, I left and came home. And that's the truth.
Yeah, and now I don't trust you at all.
I did see someone standing outside the Scavo house talking to some car.
Was it Lynette?
I don't know. I guess it could have been Mrs. Scavo.
All right. You're still super grounded. Was the car? Saw someone talking to some car. What do you mean they were talking to the car? Like they were talking to a person in the car, or were they talking to the car? John, you have to understand. You have to assume flirting. Someone was out flirting with a car in front of the Scavo house. What do you mean flirting with a car? He didn't say flirting with a car. Why am I assuming? I'm one bottle of wine and 2 Xanax, and please be clear. Home upgrade rebate. Were there scrubs? Was it scrubs? Were they hauling out of the side of the passenger side? It's 2006. Listen, no scrubs is still strong and in effect, so.
Hey, you. We haven't talked in a while. What's new?
No, we talked like yesterday. Matt, just be clear, every single time you're needlessly mean about something in the game, it hurts me a little deep in my heart. I'm sorry. It's just part of the game. I asked Jesse before we played this game. I was like, so is there like a nice and mean route? And she was like, no, you pretty much just have to be mean. Because if you're nice, you're just like a pushover. And I was like, well, that's not fun. We'll lean into it then. I wanted to talk to you about the night Daniel was killed.
That said, he was my neighbor, and I was hoping he'd be my friend. It's an awful tragedy.
Sounds like you cut something out. Harrison some way, but also shrug. It's a very small thing. Well, I'm sorry. I've started up an investigation of my own.
I think we're a bit old for the whole detective thing, but go ahead. What do you need?
Nah, I found out a lot of stuff, so.
I can't help you with anything, but let's give it a try.
Excuse me.
Who knows? Maybe we both can help. What's the problem?
Oh, hi, Tom. Most detectives are 14. That's valid. Someone told me they saw you flirting with someone in a suspicious car the night Daniel was murdered. Oh, yeah. Someone saw Lynette talking to a stranger sitting in a car.
Listen, I don't know what your eyewitness was smoking, but Lynette barely has enough energy to lift herself into bed at night, let alone chat with some stranger.
Listen, Tom, just because that's what she tells you because she doesn't want to fuck you.
Yeah, this is a little bizarre anyway. I was asleep by 9 o'clock that
Flirting and murder, that's it.
they saw me. It's crazy.
It's my son, and he said you were flirting with the guy.
What? Is this your game? Spreading rumors about my wife? You know, I've heard some things about your son.
Damn.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he sounds like
Flirter. He does, listen, it does sound like our son gets up to some stuff.
Oh, whoa, everyone calm down. I was in bed by 9 that night, so it obviously...
Yeah, my son sucks. What about it? Yeah, what's up? It's...
This car.
Tom's the nicest guy, and I cry when you trash him. It was parked on the street a few feet from your house. He probably just assumed it was you.
Yeah,
So do I. I'm very proud.
little assumptions any further than you.
Yeah, he told me about it, and so now I'm asking you.
To be fair, I do remember something strange from that night.
I love the amount of people who you're like, hey, did you see anything strange that night? And they're like, no, nothing strange. It's super weird. And it's like, oh, because my son saw someone outside your house and we assumed it was you. And they're like, whoa, before you start spreading all these crazy rumors, there was something strange that night. Oh, so there was something strange that night. Dag.
Not me. I was sound asleep.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah, my little watchdog here. Wouldn't wake up if a tornado ripped the roof off the house.
Listen, I'm the same way. I feel that.
Sleep soundly. Is that a crime?
That's a weird reaction, Tom. Maybe you should talk to somebody about that. Maybe you should talk to somebody about these anger issues.
Tom was fast asleep. Some noise had woken me up, and I couldn't get back to sleep.
Just received a call asking if I want to take his position with significantly more responsibilities. I have so much more money I would make. They said the same amount of money. No, thanks. Do you want to do more work for the same amount of money, which is ostensibly less money? No.
Yeah, she's like that. Her mind's always racing. Needs a horse tranquilizer to get her back to bed.
I thought you just said she barely has energy to get out of bed.
But maybe we should get back to helping out with this case. So, what do you remember that night?
Maybe you should see somebody about that.
Looking for something to read to help me fall asleep, and I thought I left it on the windowsill. When I looked, there wasn't any magazine, but I saw Gabby on the sidewalk.
Yeah, why would she have been out?
She was running around the neighborhood.
Oh, right. She was on her run. We know that.
Telling me that Gabby was running errands at midnight and decided to stop and have a conversation with a stranger?
No, Tom, she was literally running in her very tight pink jogging outfit. You know, the one you're always staring at.
Damn. Would it be a promotion in my profession? Yes, but I'm not going to do more work for the same amount of money. Yeah, which is ostensibly less money because you're making less money for amount of time worked. So.
Of course. That makes sense now. Gabby was flirting with some guy. It's actually pretty funny that anyone would think you were flirting with someone.
Tom, what are you implying?
I'm just gonna,
You just don't flirt. Well, often. You don't flirt often.
Now that I'm a mother, am I supposed to be asexual now? Is it out of the realm of possibility that I might flirt with a man and that a man might find me to be attractive?
again, I'm just gonna suggest that y'all see somebody about this. You know, Lynette, I don't really think that's what he said. Not to excuse what he said, because it was a whole, it was a whole thing. But this was a whole different thing. So I'm, again, just gonna suggest you go see somebody.
I don't mean to be rude, but Tom and I have a few things to discuss.
I'm a therapist. He works quick. Yeah, I know a guy. He's right down at the mall. You could pop in, there's the pharmacy right there. So like, prescriptions are nice and quick. Gabby mentioned she was out jogging that night. All right. Have a good marital fight. One more time. We'll get there. Hey, you know what? Lady Poppy's nothing if not a petty bitch. We're just gonna, while we're here. I don't know when the next gardening competition is, so we're gonna be prepared. Tommy, you should really put the lawnmower in the garage. People do that? Do what? There we go. Eat shit. What you're doing right now? Stomping on people's gardens? Yeah, absolutely. Terrible people do a whole lot of things. Carlos? Okay, Gabby came downstairs.
So, tell me, did you find
All
out
right.
anything new about Daniel's case?
Funny you should ask. I did hear something of interest.
Okay, what's up?
You didn't quite tell me the whole story of what happened last night. Scavo said they saw you out last night.
I told you I went out running that night, didn't I?
Yeah, they also said you were chatting with some stranger in a car.
Talking about. Just what were you up to that night?
I don't know. There was some guy.
There was some guy.
Some guy?
No, wait. 2 guys, actually. They were really confused.
No, wait, 2 guys. Yeah, it's all coming back to you now, huh?
Of course they had names. The one that talked with me in the passenger seat. His name started with an L, but I can't remember what it was. Well, they did freak me out at first, but he was just asking for directions. It was pathetic. The guy tried to flirt with me. I mean, come on. He was driving last year's model. Did he think I'd even give the time of day to a guy in a car like that?
A year old. All right.
Whoa, back up, Gabby. Who was this guy? Why was he flirting with you?
Why was he flirting? I feel like we know the answer to that question.
It's not technically flirting if it's one-sided. And trust me, this was one-sided.
That's
Just being nice.
That's not really true.
Besides, I don't usually fall for the kind of guys you see on the FIB's most wanted list. Unless you were on it, sweetie.
Can they not say FBI?
Gosh, thanks. I guess.
What exactly do you want?
Tell us exactly what happened that night, Gabby. Everything. Then our friend here can find out what she needs to know and do her little detective thing somewhere else.
I don't see you doing anything, Carlos, you fuck.
Well, I was out running and...
Oh, cutscene. I love these when these cutscenes load. So funny.
And that was it. See? You were all getting excited over...
Where, they asked you directions for
Guys
where?
got lost. They pulled over and I gave them directions. And then they went off on their merry little way. Sorry. No clues or red herrings or anything, Sherlock.
Just out of curiosity, where were they going?
Oh, they wanted directions to the Fox house.
You know, in the previous version before I reloaded, I slapped you, and I feel good about that decision.
My God. Gabby, how is it that this is the first time we've all heard about this?
Come on. I mean, I just...
Come on. What?
What's the big deal? They were lost, and I was trying to help them.
She was a correct... Oh, no, right. She was a correct slap. You're right. I feel better about that.
Helpful.
You can't be this stupid.
Well, you sure picked a wonderful time to... Do you have any idea what this means? You're an accessory to murder, Gabby.
That's not really what that means.
And you withheld information from the police.
That's what that means.
Hell, I could be violating parole just for being around you.
That seems shaky.
They could throw me back in jail. Is that what you want?
That seems shaky.
How would I have known what they were up to? I don't see what the problem is. I mean, they would have found the house sooner or later.
I don't see what the... Okay.
He's in the phone book, you know. Like, are they the worst criminals you've ever heard of? Having to ask directions to a hit. It's just pathetic.
I think you should take a deep breath and listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, just forget it. I don't want to hear any more from you. You've done enough. At least we have a better idea of what went down there.
You should go talk to your lawyer.
And lucky you. You managed to get an eyewitness that found a way to help facilitate the murder, but somehow can't remember the name of the killer who tried to hit on her.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. I'll say one thing, though. She sure is taking her time.
Okay, I'm back. This is for you.
What is this?
It's the guy's phone number from that night.
You kept his number?
Now I remember. His name was Leonard, but my friends call me Leo. Yeah, didn't do much for me when he said it either.
What reason could you possibly have to keep his number?
Oh, relax, Carlos. I put it in my pocket and just forgot about it since then. Like you'd expect me to wear the same hoodie twice?
This is incomprehensible to me. Well, it looks like I got some calls to make. Yeah, let me just call the guy on the phone. Let me just call the guy. Hello, are you the guy that killed my friend Vincent's assistant?
What?
That's who I was speaking to.
Talking to? Hey, Vinny, what am I supposed to do? How does this work? Jesus Christ, are you a moron? You talk into the phone and say something like, leave a message or Big Sammy sleeps with the fishes. Your choice. Hey, what are you doing? You're recording right now. You gotta start over. I don't want my voice on your stupid answering machine.
That's so funny. Was that him? The message you heard seemed to have a familiar voice. Vincent Corsetti. Could it have been him? Call him to find out. This is the stupidest. Hey.
Vincent.
Hey. Vincent, it's Lady Poppy. I need to talk to you.
Okay, shoot.
Got him. Vincent Corsetti says what? This is Vincent. If Vincent in any way ends up in jail, this is ridiculous. What can you tell me about Daniel Fox?
Fox? I don't know what you're looking for. I was as upset as anyone else when I heard about his untimely passing. It was an absolute tragedy. Poor preening bastard was doing so much for the community.
Yeah, Daniel was great. I was hoping you might know something about when he died.
I'm not the right guy to ask about that. If you're looking for answers or closure, the police are still investigating the crime. I'm sure they're doing everything they can to find out who's behind Fox's death.
I'm sure there's more to it.
What makes you say that?
He claims to know you? I don't know if that's true. Someone else was on Wisteria Lane the night Daniel was killed. Apparently, he's an associate of yours. His friends call him, oh, what makes you say that? This is getting kind of broken.
Sorry, name doesn't ring a bell. I mean, I do business with a lot. You know, it's funny. You wouldn't believe how many people there are running around saying they're friends with Vincent Corsetti. On any given day, a man in my position may meet dozens of people.
I heard you talking on his outgoing answering machine message.
Oh, right. That Leo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I know who you're talking about. Oh, yeah, Leo. I think he works at the pharmaceutical office. We have a lot of employees, though. I don't know them all by name.
I heard he was your personal assistant, like a gopher.
Listen, I understand how difficult it must be for you.
This is
friend, and you're trying to find answers.
This is the silliest thing to do.
The wrong tree here. I'm sure if you just give it some time, you'll find out that there are better days coming your way.
ESPN Plus just doubled their streaming price. Oh yeah, they have to make it more expensive so that the bundle deal that Disney Plus is doing looks more attractive.
One thing I've found in my years of doing business is people usually get what's coming to them.
Yeah, what goes around comes around. People get what they deserve. If I get to shoot Vincent by the end of this, this will be the greatest game ever.
Keep talking to you, but I've got an important business call on the other line. I've got to go, but let's talk later. We have a lot to talk about. Goodbye for now.
Yeah, bye for now.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Get ready to hang up on a jerk.
Look, this is not a game.
Game?
You shouldn't be speaking with Vincent.
Vincent Corsetti? I haven't talked to him since the fashion show.
I sometimes have to observe certain members of the community, and I became aware of your recent contact with Vincent.
You've been stalking me, haven't you?
Sorry, it's not you that we're investigating.
Oh, so you're just snooping on me for
I
fun?
really shouldn't be telling you this. It's classified, but it's for your own good.
I don't think you can say it's you don't get to just say it's classified.
He's being monitored by the government. His calls, his business dealings, everything. And from what I gather, you don't even... Actually, we shouldn't be having this conversation over the phone.
Still more than the silly Apple TV MLS season pass deal. MLS season pass is $15 a month, which is $5 more. I significantly get. I saw a thing that said if you're a football fan and you want to watch every game, it's $1,600 a month, which I'm glad I'm not into sports. You know, feel like people like we shouldn't be having this conversation on the phone. I'm going to post in my Federal Live journal. Gonna post on Federal Space. Yeah, for all the trouble, this better be important.
To take care of some things. But whenever you're ready to meet in person, call me back. My time is valuable, but so is what I have to tell you.
All right, I'll give you a chance, but it better be worth the fuss. Talk to you soon. The Strange Stranger. Find out what you can for nothing else for Daniel's sake. Oh, man. There's so much happening. This has been the wildest day of stream. Eric, I'm ready.
Oh, you ready to meet? Because if you don't have the time to have a serious conversation with me...
Yeah, where do you want to meet? I got an hour left in stream.
In both of our best interests if I came to you. Meet me at the cul-de-sac in 60 minutes. I'll be expecting you.
What's up, Officer Numbnuts? Peacock, Paramount Plus, ESPN Plus, TiVo. Oh God, that's so much. Oh.
I'm sorry, but I can't really talk to you. I have
Oh.
to man my post.
Okay, hang on. I have to. I I have to force close. I have to force close. The game started the cutscene talking to Eric, but I was talking to the cop. So we just gotta run that back. Stand here in the middle of this grass field. What I have to say to you is confidential. So we better stand here in the middle.
It is natural for one.
The middle of all of the houses. If you have to go to the mall soon, save. Apparently the game likes to freeze up. In which are all of the... Look at how many people there are in this mall. The mall's never been that busy. Oh, look, there's the fucking... cheaty secretary. That's funny. All right. Eric.
Oh, you ready to meet with me yet?
Yeah, Mrs. Bukolsky, of course. Yeah, that person I definitely know.
Meet me at...
All right. How?
Glad to see you made it.
Yeah, it took me a while to find you. You know, all these houses look the same.
Nice to see you haven't lost your wit, even with the gravity of the current situation.
Yeah, what is the current situation as the the music hits?
Here because we need to talk. There's a hell of a lot more to Daniel's murder than you think.
You can start by telling me how it all relates to Vincent.
There's a number of things I can tell you about him. I told you we've been keeping an eye on him, didn't I?
Yeah, but you never said why.
Man leads two lives. In one life, he's a businessman, an occasional philanthropist.
And in the other, he's Batman.
That's the guy that came backstage at the fashion show and was checking out.
I just got back from lunch. What's everything? Did more definitely gay husbands get shot? Not yet, but maybe.
The other life is one that not too many people know about.
Luckily, I can cancel them in the summer, resubscribe when the season starts, at least for the non-American leagues. Fucking cops. There's always one cop just like chilling.
You really don't want to deal with. He's like a snake without the charm. That Vinny is a high-ranking member of an incredibly powerful mob family in the city.
Fuck yeah.
Your little detective work just revealed the tip of the iceberg.
Do you really think he's tied into Daniel's death?
Frank Fox noticed some shady dealings going on at his old office. The perps wanted to cover their tracks and hired some mob enforcers to tie up their loose ends. That's why the trail you were following led you to Vincent Corsetti. It was his thugs that killed Daniel.
Holy shit.
Thing is, once Vinny got wind of the deal, he decided he wanted a bigger piece of the pie. He snapped his fingers and suddenly everyone with any knowledge of the bookkeeping errors disappeared. Frank was the last link. My suspicion is that they killed Daniel thinking he was Frank.
Sure. Still can't believe Vincent's tied into it.
I need to even say it, but do yourself a favor and don't get involved with Vincent again. It's not safe.
What do you mean again?
Are you really that forgiving? Or did you just block that whole ordeal out of your memory? I really thought the locket would stir up something in you, but I guess that wasn't the case.
He gave us the locket.
What did he do to you?
You lost me, Eric.
You gave it back to me before you left town to start your life with Vincent. I couldn't offer you the lifestyle you were looking for, and so I let you go.
Wait.
When you called me to ask me for help, I didn't know what to do, but I offered to help you in any way I could.
Wait.
But when you didn't show up when you were supposed to, I suspected the worst. I thought you'd left us for good. I thought you were dead. For all I knew, you just dropped off the face of the earth. When I was brought in to investigate Vincent's shady business operation, I thought I'd find you with him, but I didn't. Then I got word that he'd found someone that he was looking for, some kind of unfinished chapter in his life.
You thought I've got something going on with either Daniel or Frank. That's not true. I seriously thought they were gay up to like an hour ago. You couldn't mean me. I would remember something like that, you know, except for the big gap in my memory.
Mary, I'm talking about you.
Mary? That's not my name. Get out of here.
Vincent allowed me to find you again, but you had a new life. I didn't want to step in where I wasn't wanted.
My mind is a steel trap.
But now I have to.
I know everything that's happening.
And trust me, he's not the kind of person you want to get involved with. There is one thing I have to ask you, though.
What?
There's a period of time where I couldn't find any records for you, like you vanished off the face of the earth. What happened to you, Mary?
Eric, I think you're delusional.
Oh, Mary, can't you even remember that?
No, I can't. I went training with King Kai. Yeah, I died for a little bit and then I came back.
One face should be pretty familiar to you already.
Is the girl supposed to be me?
We took that picture at the Wood River County Fair. That was long before you got involved with Vincent, of course.
Does sort of look like you.
Us. And I know somewhere in the dark recesses of your mind, you know it to be true.
Now I'm picturing Lady Poppy running down Snakeway. Thanks.
What I don't know is how you can black out on an entire section of your life.
You sure you aren't confusing me for some other girl?
Stubborn as ever, I say. You'll come to
definitely
on your own. Believe what you want to believe. But do me one favor. Stay away from Vinny Corsetti. You've got to trust me on that.
Yeah, you don't get to tell me what to do. Oh, minus. Call back, Frank, what you've learned. Vincent Corsetti has mob ties. Murderers weren't from Wisteria. Eric Larson isn't such a bad guy after all.
Hello?
Frank, I think I got it all figured out.
Yeah, me too.
It doesn't make sense. How much detective work could you have done sitting in a cheap motel?
I've
everything I know about Daniel's murder. And I need to talk to you.
Frank, you're talking to me right now.
In person. Meet me downtown, ASAP.
There's a reason they call it a safe house, Frank. Stay where you are.
I'm on my way now. If you leave right now, we should get there at the same time.
Don't hang up on me. All right, now we gotta save. Beat him to it. Remember when Lady Poppy broke into homes and dressed her lingerie at Petridge Farm members? Remember when that was what the game was about? Was just me committing crimes, you know, barely clothed? Man, those were the days. The innocent days when we would laugh and play, not worry about our not gay husbands being murdered.
Glad to see you finally made it.
Yeah, I made it.
So, now that you're here, we need to talk.
You're right. Here's everything I was able to discover through my investigation. Mike was at Susan's the night of the murder. Carlos was at home. My son and his date Danielle saw someone flirting with a car in front of the Scavo house. I thought it was Lynette. When I talked to her, it was Gabby. When I talked to her, she said she'd given directions to the strangers in the car. It turns out they were looking for directions to your house. They were the ones that killed Daniel. And more importantly, those assailants have ties to Vincent Corsetti. He's our man. I feel like we didn't do a great job of summing that up, and we just sort of told you everything, and that's on me. What's so important we couldn't talk on the phone?
Whatever. We're here now. We'll talk now. So, I've been piecing together the evidence. There was a lot going on the night Daniel died. The Solises, the Scavos, the Vandy camps, even your son was out that night.
Yeah, strange how that all worked out.
One thing we know for certain is that 2 people were up to committing murder.
Why is she a better investigator than an investigator? Because fucking Lady Poppy gets it done. Lady Poppy knows what's up. Yeah, Leo, we've got his number, literally.
We have some evidence, but we're not done yet.
What do you, I think we should let the police what we know. Tell the police what we know and let them do their job.
Can't do that. We don't know what could happen.
What? Do you think the cops are on the take?
Possibly. You don't realize how deep this goes. I thought I could get away from them.
Lady Poppy gets shit done, including your husband's. Hey, Matt Question. What's up, buddy? Investigator's not allowed to walk into someone's house in broad daylight and take every MP3 player. Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't do it in broad daylight. I did it under the cover of darkness. Can't break into their house until after 10 p.m. anyway, so. Shows what you know. There were some broad daylight instances. When you started this game, we had people being catty against each other and weird poker game stuff. Did you ever think it'd end with them fridging the gays in a big murder mystery? I felt it was like 50-50 that the gay guy could have something bad to happen to him. Because I didn't think anything really bad would happen to any of the like main ladies. For like probably contract reasons. I would have guessed a murder mystery. Just, you know, averages, just statistically. You know, but, I don't think I would have guessed all this. I don't think I would have guessed the amnesia plot was tied into it. So.
I thought if I moved and kept to myself, they'd never find me.
You know. And also, apparently, my son is like a big old player. So that, you know, he just takes after his mom.
I mean, I couldn't even find Fairview on a map. How the hell did they find me?
Well, the fashion show got a lot of press because of your brother's involvement. I learned it from watching you. Poor Daniel. He's just trying to do some good. Look what happened.
It's all my fault. I should have told him.
All right, there's nothing you can do. Your job is help me figure out how to get the guilty party in jail.
Now's the time we do something, but I don't know where to start.
We get Michael and Bree. We strap up and we go get him.
One thing that's bothering me. How did that Leo guy know Vincent Corsetti of all people? It doesn't add up.
Yeah, it does.
Been holding out on me?
Before I spoke to you, I spoke with Eric Larson, you know, the investigator guy. Vincent Corsetti doesn't have ties to the mob. He is the mob. Over the years, he's ascended to the head of the family. He's untouchable. Eric and his department at the FIB have been trying to build a case, but haven't been able to.
It was convenient timing when he showed up, wasn't it? Just when things started to get fishy.
Yeah.
All right, then. It's up to me to make the next move.
Promise me you won't do anything rash, Frank. These are dangerous people. You'll find out soon enough. That's it?
Most people's lives are driven by fear.
Eric Larson is the author of the book Devil in the White City about World's Fair H.H. Holmes. So that keeps making me... What?
Fear of secrets.
That's really funny.
Or fear of the unknown.
They could never build a case. Lady Poppy steals anything even close to resembling evidence.
Demon lurking in the shadows. Turns out to be merely our guardian angel in disguise.
Oh no, he's gonna I definitely thought it was gonna be like he just shoots Edie.
There are people who spend a lifetime earning the respect.
Upcoming episodes, a bunch of small tasks, nothing major to look out for. Oh, this is the filler episode. Good job.
All be for naught.
That's funny.
When one's decency is called into question.
There's like 4 people there.
You would get away with this?
Why are you there? Why are you there? 2 of you are unrelated. Not filler so much as like worrying about saving fuck 'em ups. I gotcha.
Get away with what?
Don't play games with me, young man. You know exactly what I mean.
John, here's the thing. If you did this, that's incredible.
No, I don't. Mom, can you help me out here?
What's going on?
Perhaps you've seen those little flyers about Danielle that have been appearing around the neighborhood. I think.
Case of any oopsie whoopsies. What do you? Yeah. What's?
Yes, I have one right here. See for yourself.
Why would my son go to all this trouble just to call some girl easy? Bugs just. Yeah. I'm like, how dare you? You didn't give me a chance to get my shit together.
He's trying to get revenge on our family. Poor delusional boy thought he was good enough for my Danielle.
Last time I checked, it was Julie that was talking about Danielle.
Danielle thinks Julie made those flyers and started spreading rumors about her at school. As soon as Julie told me, I came over here. We may not agree who the culprit is, but we both agree that this whole issue started because of your son's actions.
My son's actions doing what?
Moral support for my 2 favorite girls.
Why are you here? Yeah, Carl.
Everyone's dancing around the subject.
Hey, Carl, back the fuck off.
Your son has ruined our girls' lives.
No, one of those things was definitely their own actions.
Don't you dare tell me to calm down.
I'll calm down if you.
Yeah, she has a gun.
Son, some manners.
Carl, fuck off.
That sounds reasonable.
Works for me.
Yes, I suppose that will suffice. If your son is innocent.
I love Carl showing up like I'm just here to be a busybody. Bunch of assholes.
There you are.
Oh no, Allison, get the fuck out of here.
Your son has been sending me some terrible emails.
What do you mean?
Let's just say they involve a lot of derogatory terms. Not the kind of words you find on the SATs.
John, what are you doing?
There you go. What more proof do you need that your son is a little criminal?
I mean, it's pretty easy to fake an email, so...
I told you I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'll get to the bottom of this, and John, if you...
All right, fine. I'll give you a chance to prove your son's innocence. For the record, I think he's guilty as hell.
Yeah, of course you do, Bree. Shut the hell up.
Let's let her deal with her son.
Carl, again. Again, why are you even here, Carl?
Okay, just keep in mind, they were very nasty little emails. If he did this, something has to be done.
Thanks for getting rid of them, Mom.
All right. Yeah, I still haven't decided if you're actually innocent. You chill. I need to be able to save and tend to my garden, so... I have so much money that I have nothing to do with. Holy shit! Maybe your neighbors can help? What the I have super bugs! I have super bugs! Mrs. Davenport? Mrs. Davenport? Come here, Aunt Ark! I'll get what that means soon. I'm sorry, is my phone ring?
This is Vincent.
I don't... Game, please. My son is possibly being a twerp in my gardens, and listen, those bugs look like monsters. What do you want?
I was just calling to check in on you.
Listen, things couldn't be worse. This morning sucks. I started that arc, let me tell you, they explained that immediately. I'm so nervous.
Really? Is there anything I can do? You know, I've had some experience with this kind
No
of...
thanks, Vinny, I got it.
And how are things between you and your husband?
Listen. Yeah, few bumps, but we're okay.
But I heard some stories about some greedy secretary that was trying to blackmail him.
Yeah, that did happen. You know, all marriages have struggles.
In his safe.
Listen, I don't like where you're going with this, Vincent.
I happen to know there is some very important information in that safe. Things you need to see.
Kind of information.
Listen, we shouldn't talk about this over the phone. I'm sending a package over to your house. Make sure your husband's not around. I have to go now.
Listen, he's never around. I open all kinds of things. He's never there. All right. Hello, Mrs. Vandekamp. Excuse me, Mrs. Davenport. Hello, it's me, Skis Miss Scumbag. I hope you and your child are okay.
Can I help you with something?
I need gardening help.
Okay, tell me what's going on.
Big bugs.
Oh, so some new pest is attacking your garden. Well, why should I help you?
Yeah, maybe I'll bring one of those bugs and drop it in your garden.
You'd do that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Follow me. Let's pick your poison. Well, you didn't give me much choice, did you? Here we are. Let me find you the right poison.
Did you have an incident with rats as a child, or?
What are you talking about?
Your entire room is filled with boxes of rat poison.
Oh, that? Well, let's just say insects aren't the only pests I worry about.
What's going on in this neighborhood? The most...
Poison. Enough of it will kill whatever is bothering you.
Right.
Never mind. Here's the bug spray you wanted. Be sure
Big purple bugs, if only you had a gun. Thanks. Remind me to be nice to her. Jesus Christ. Remind me to be nice to her. Never gonna step on her flowers again. Fast travel. Thank you. Never gonna step on her garden again. I'm gonna be honest, this neighborhood would be a quick nope. Blap, blap, blap. Seems about right for those people who are gonna grow old. This feels like every white suburb, TBH. Just people that have too much time on their hands and not enough shit going on in their lives. Dead bug body. Toxic etymology. Okay, yeah, let's go show Mrs. Davenport. Look, I got this big bug. What do you think about it?
Well, did you take care of those bugs?
Thanks to your spray, yeah. Thank you, my new best friend.
So, what do you want now?
I brought a bug to see if you knew anything about him.
Blech. Why are you bringing me a dead bug?
I don't know, I thought you might know something.
Well, let me get a closer look here. Well, you certainly are an ugly little thing, aren't you?
I mean, you're talking about the bug, right? You gotta take one and put it on a fence as a threat to the other bugs.
But I can tell you I've never seen anything like this in my garden before. Although I do recall seeing a warning about them online. Right next to an advertisement to buy the very same bug.
What'd the warning say?
Pretty much just keep out of garden. They're hungry little beasts that ruin anything you planted. That's all that matters.
They don't serve any purpose?
Maybe if you're a bug collector or you're trying to sabotage someone else's garden.
You'd have to be really jealous to do that.
Don't be stupid. There would be a good chance that these things would spread to my garden. I wouldn't risk that.
How did she say advertisement? She said advertisement.
No. The person who introduced these little fellas is clearly not a fan of botany. Or at least they don't have a garden of their own. You certainly have a way of making enemies.
Ooh. We're making enemies. With people like you around, I don't think I'd need enemies. But we're getting off topic. So you can buy the bugs?
The company was called Pestport.
Is that a way to say the word I've never heard it before? Yeah, that's like,
Think of it.
it's not as popular, but I've heard it.
I remember seeing the Pestport logo somewhere. I was out here gardening as usual. It was sometime.
Lady Poppy's been slutting around too hard. Someone's trying to murder your begonias. No, my begonias.
Right. I saw the mailman with a package that had the logo on it. Maybe if you ask him about it, you can figure out who ordered those bugs.
I'll talk to the mailman, all
The
right.
sooner you can stop the person, the better. If the bugs start to multiply,
Figure out who did this so I can get back at them. And by get back at them, I mean kill them. What? Oh, they mean literally dog tag. The tag for a dog. The other side is a poster for a lost dog. Might be. On the other side of the flyer is a notice about a missing dog. It appears to whoever posted these reused an existing flyer. Talk to the dog owner, Mike Delfino, to see the dog owner, the one person who has a dog, Mike Delfino, who we borrowed a gun from.
Hey, can I help you with something?
I found these lost dog posters being misused. I thought you might know
I'd
that.
definitely like to find out who did this to the posters. It's criminal. Honestly, I don't really care about whatever's going on with the Vandy camps. But for someone to do this kind of vicious thing and destroy flyers put up by some poor soul.
What? Game crash. No? Game minimized? Game minimized for some reason. It's tragic. Do you have any idea who would do this?
I have my suspicions, but I can't really imagine that they'd do this.
I don't know why the game minimized. That was really weird. Come on, Mike.
Well, I hate to say it, but do you think it could be Mrs. Davenport? I've overheard her making some obnoxious comments about Danielle's social life.
Sure.
And now that I think about it, vandalizing missing animal flyers sounds right up her alley.
Surprised more people don't have dogs in this neighborhood. They could tell everyone how great they treat their dog, but immediately put them down when things start going wrong. Then they could get all the attention for it. Rich people just don't have time to take care of an animal. What do you mean?
The woman's nuts. Every time I walk past her house, she gives Bongo the evil eye. And not just Bongo. Cats, dogs, rabbits, even squirrels. She freaks out at the sight of them. If anything seems like a threat to her precious garden, she takes it personally.
That could explain all of the boxes of poison.
I haven't seen too many of those animals around recently.
Huh?
Probably nothing. You know what they say about animals and their instincts. They're probably smart enough to stay. I mean, come on. She's just a cranky old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
I don't blame him. One look at Edda's evil eye, I'd be hiding too. There's a variety of rich person. You have to be a certain kind of animal. Yeah.
Flyers by her house the other day. Maybe you should talk to her about that.
Spend their time starting rumors, being upset about someone cutting the grass a little too short. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to be a busybody. Yeah, thanks, Mike. All right. Pet cemetery? Oh, Jesus. All right. What are our other things? You may not know how to prove your son didn't write those emails, but you know how to ask. Frank Fox. Yeah, Frank. Hey, Frank. Hey, Frank. Frank, I know you got a lot of shit that you're dealing with. What happens if I try to call Daniel?
Your message after the tone.
Okay. Hey, Frank.
Voicemail box for Frank Fox. Please leave your...
All right. Now, yeah, that makes sense. He's got a lot going on. Let's talk to Mrs. Davenport again. People are really serious about showings. Right. Everyone's sending Lady Poppy straight to voicemail. Like, oh, I don't want to deal with that shit. Boop. And it's 2006 voicemail too, so like you get to leave 3 messages before it's full. Mike said he saw you tearing down posters earlier, the ones that have Danielle as easy on them.
So, what does that have to do with me?
You did it? Are you responsible for vandalizing the flowers? Flyers?
Are you kidding? I ripped them down because they're an eyesore.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I've had just about enough of you. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Well, there's a lot of strange things that have been happening lately.
Talking about?
I found this dog tag in your garden earlier today.
What are you doing digging around in my garden? Have you no shame?
No. You trying to get killed? That would be a really funny ending. Mike made me think about the way you seem to react to any animal that comes within 10 feet of your precious garden.
I spend a lot of time tending to my garden. Is there anything wrong about taking the proper precautions to protect it?
It must be useful to have a whole room full of poison.
I don't like your tone. Just, what are you getting at?
Just a series of ridiculous coincidences that don't mean anything whatsoever.
That's certainly what it sounds like to me.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Okay, I didn't realize we actually had to pick them. It's real easy for Lady Poppy to get a gun. She has no fear. She'll shoot them all if she has to. You kill animals using rat poison, bury them under your garden.
Well, I could protest, but why bother?
Lady Poppy lost her fear of death when she lost her memory.
Pesky animals make a
wow.
Wonderful fertilizer, by the way.
I love that all of the options are. Wow. How could you? That's beyond awful.
So, what now? You found out my big, dark secret. What are you going to do about it?
The real question is, what are you going to do to stop me from reporting this?
You want some hush money? I'm having enough trouble paying my mortgage. Right.
That's your problem, not mine.
So, I suppose my fate is entirely in your hands.
This is like my coworker who we learned not to mess with because 1, she told us about a dream she had where she tried to seduce her boyfriend. So she set them on fire. And 2, she accidentally brought a huge ass knife to work on her back. I remember that. I'm turning you into the police.
Oh no, please don't. At my age, I wouldn't survive jail for any length of time. Besides that, I feel terrible about what I did to them.
I'm not sure I believe you.
It was all my husband's fault.
Eddie, you've been a widow for years.
Well, he didn't literally...
All of us go listen, we weren't threatened before. We know. We know.
So let me explain. Rod was the love of my life.
Right.
Unfortunately, I wasn't the love of his.
I've accidentally done the second one. That's because I took a knife to Facebook Marketplace to Craigslist pick. Yeah, listen, that makes sense. Where you're just like, oh, whoops, left my Craigslist knife in my bag.
He had this dog, Sparky, and he spent all of his time with him.
It's wonderful he had a pet he cared so much about. What do you have against dogs?
To be honest, it was embarrassing how he fawned over that mutt.
All right, you're a bad person. I don't like you.
Since Rod never gave me any attention, I had no choice but to take up a hobby. So I took up gardening.
Uh-huh.
But that little bastard Sparky, he would always dig up whatever I had just planted.
Uh-huh.
Strawberries, carrots.
You know, like a dog.
It didn't matter.
You know, like a dog does. Yeah, dogs are dogs.
Well, instead of punishing his little mutt for his little forays into my garden, Rod would encourage it.
Oh.
So one day, I decided to teach that mutt a lesson. I put a little rat poison near the rose garden. I didn't think it'd be enough to kill him.
Jesus, Etta.
I was just trying to get him sick, so he wouldn't go near it anymore.
Absolute, actual Jesus. I heard my name? No, it's Etta, but yeah. I think it did more than make him sick.
Of course, Rod didn't know I had accidentally killed Sparky. I wasn't sure what to do with the body, so I buried it in my garden. Once Rod noticed...
Okay, fine, going back to editing.
I planted the seed, so to speak, that the dog had run off.
Etta, good luck, I love you. Fertilizer on gardens would just ravage it. Heard someone did that. It hurt my dog. I would be in prison at a very short time. Yeah, it would be it would be terrible what I did to that person. Do you have any extra rat poison from the box?
Rod was depressed for weeks. I think he thought I might have done something because he was very...
What's wrong with these people? Is there something in the water? Yes, probably.
Shortly after that, Rod left me for that other woman.
You know, good. You deserve that.
From that point on, my garden is all I have left.
Good.
Only the next time an animal tried to ruin my garden, I was ready.
So you just keep killing any animal that comes in your front yard?
Look, I know I wasn't being rational, but my garden was all I had left. And it was so easy to get rid of them. Another lost pet. Big deal. No one takes any notice. Then I decided to move on to preemptive strikes.
Uh-huh. Chronically young and restless.
Looked at my garden funny. He was a goner. And they made such great fertilizer, too. Oh, my garden has never looked better.
Yeah, you poor, pathetic woman.
I know it's wrong, but I'm so good at it now.
I know it's wrong, it just feels so good. This is the most fucked... This is the new most fucked up thing in this. You're probably right, you're too old.
You know what? I'm going to change just to prove you wrong.
I'm so skilled at dog murder, why would I stop? I'm just so good at it.
If you could find it in your heart to keep the secret between the two of us, I would be forever in your debt.
Yeah, get rid of all your poison.
Oh, thank you.
Because that's my only option. Jeebus. Get a writing sample for your son. Okay. John, write some cursive. Can we get a quote on that? I mean, there's the channel point redeem. There's always the channel point redeem.
Mom, I told you, I'm innocent.
I was able to get a closer look at one of those flyers.
I didn't write it?
It's clearly a good handwriting, unless you're turning feminine on me. All right, let's not fucking. The handwriting is.
I'll channel point your redeem.
Zach, hello. I'll channel point you're redeemed. Zach, hello. Thank you so much for the resub for 35 months. I'm not gonna think too hard about that number. I'm not gonna think too hard about how 35 months is so long. They say if you're good at what you do, you never work a day in your life. That's why killing pets is not only my job, but also my passion. Yeah, it's way too neat from your chicken scratch. I'm sassy. I have to do this.
Well, who do you think wrote it then?
I see that last word, Brian. Listen, the only reason Zach isn't a mod, if someone's like, why isn't Zach a mod? The only reason Zach isn't a mod is because I don't want to put any more responsibilities on him. Oh shit, I made you bot. I don't want to put any more on him. He works hard enough.
Sure, Mom. Anything.
I need a sample of your handwriting.
You want me to write Danielle is easy? Is this a trick?
That's right. After all the hard work trying to clear your name, I'm going to manipulate you so I can make everyone think you're guilty.
Here you go.
All right. I've been to jail so many times. Since Danielle was the victim, you should find out what she has to say about all this. Yeah, Danielle, who do you think made these posters that say you're slutty? Bree, I'm here to talk to your slutty daughter. I mean, your daughter. He rat poisoned his dad when he rat poisoned.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
Danielle, how you holding up?
Flyer issue? This isn't an issue. This is about some jerk I don't know telling everyone in this town that I'm easy.
I mean, are you easy though? So, listen, from what I hear, you're easy. So.
What? You want to know how to get one with your name printed on it? I've heard stories about you, you know.
Damn. Facts. Probably know the jerk, Danielle. This seems personal. First, we have to figure out who would want to spread rumors about you. Do you have any ideas? Zach, I don't think I said I made the posters. I made the posters that say I'm slutty. This isn't like a revenge thing. This is advertising. I want people to know. I need to get the word out there. Like advertisement. I got a web ad coming up in a couple days, It's gonna be on the TV. It's great. Zach, how you doing, buddy? Hashtag only bears.
Yeah, I have a strong suspicion it was Julie Mayer.
Okay. What does she have against you?
Like I know what's going on in that little nerdy brain of hers. She's probably still pissed that your son stood her up for me.
I just want to throw this out there. This is John's third confirmed girlfriend. And none of them seem like they ended well. Your mom is blaming my son. Why aren't you?
Look, your son may be a little weird, but it's not his style.
He's definitely weird.
For one thing, he never got anywhere with me.
Helix, hello. Sure our caller says only Matt says it's a real job. He never got anywhere with me. Not gonna make it home in time. Breaking out a previous one. Freedom for dude. Listen. You gotta get the votes in when you can. I appreciate you, Helix. I hope you're doing well today, buddy.
And for another thing, Julie has already been calling people at school, starting a rumor saying I'm easy.
Yeah, John takes after his mother. Yeah, listen, John learned it from him. John learned it from me. I figured out what's wrong. They peaked in high school. They're just trying to regain their glory in vain. Why are you still upset with my son?
Defending me. He hasn't said or done anything to tell people it wasn't me.
He should. Well, why would he say it wasn't you? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, maybe if a rumor wasn't so close to the truth. Damn.
How dare you say that? You know what? I'm done talking with you.
Yeah. Got you. Yeah, whatever, Andrew. I called your daughter easy. Deal with it. Game recognized game. Danielle. Game recognized game.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Hi, Julie. I know for a fact that my son didn't put up those flyers about Danielle. I'm an elder and deserve your respect. You call yourself a game because people keep playing you? Damn.
So you think I did this?
Well, Danielle thinks you wrote the message. In order to prove your innocence, I'm going to need a sample of your handwriting.
I don't know. What do you want me to write?
Why not just write Danielle as easy? That way I can prove you don't have anything to do with this.
Okay, I guess. Only to clear my name. Though, I gotta say, after all the hell Danielle put me through, I almost wish I had circulated those flyers.
You gotta call him default.
Here you go.
Thanks, Julie. Okay, Julie's handwriting sample. Okay, can I call Frank?
You've reached the voicemail box.
Damn it. Why am I going to his house? Is he home? Is he not in the safe house? Frank, why aren't you at the safe house?
Can I help you?
Hang on, I gotta plug my phone in. Yeah, Frank, I got a computer issue.
Sure. What do you want?
John's being confused. John is being accused of sending rude emails to Allison. Is there, can I prove he didn't send them?
Well, if you have access to Allison's account and could send me the emails, I could trace its original IP address back for you. Or if you had access to your son's account, you could check his bandwidth for local activity.
I could check his bandwidth for local activity. I don't, how do I know?
Are you sure your son didn't do it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if he's innocent, then someone would have to have had access to his...
So close. Yeah, it's like the beginning was like, all right, you got it there. And then it's like, no, you just wanted to use some words.
No one around here has the technical expertise to hack into his account. So whoever sent the emails must know your son's password. Talk to him and find out if he's given his password to any friends.
All right, thanks, Frank.
Goodbye.
There's so many times in this that I have to go talk to John and be like, John, what the fuck did you do? I'm gonna write a program in Visual Basic to hack the tracker's IP address. It's fine. I wrote a script. They get so much mileage out of I wrote a script. I saw a video for
I told you, I'm innocent.
A little app that somebody wrote for the 3DS so you can stream to your computer. And he blanked out his IP address when he was like showing it. And I was like, it's silly to blank your IP address here because like this is your internal network IP address. Like this doesn't mean anything. It's very silly that he did this. And then later in the video, he didn't black out his IP address. And that's hilarious. Both things are hilarious to me. Lady Poppy can do anything, including your husband's. Put it on his shirt. I talked to Frank Fox about the emails Allison's been getting. Someone has to know your password to do that sort of thing. Did you give anyone your password?
Well, Tabitha made me tell her my password while we were dating.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. In fairness, you and I have existed on the portions of the internet where shitheads unironically go, I wrote a script like it didn't do it 4 times a day. That's true. Why would Ms. Savage be sending emails to Allison? Because she's still mad that your son stopped fucking her.
You think she did this?
Yes. I wouldn't put anything past that conniving bitch.
Yeah, she's a little scary, isn't she?
That applies to multiple ones across the Poppyverse. Listen, Lady Poppy is true in all her forms. I'll try to put... Okay, well, that's rude, but... Mrs. Davenport saw the email. Saw the mailman with a package from Pestport. Do your best to coax some info out of him. Oh, yeah, the mailman. Yeah, God, so many versions of Lady Poppy are super bitchy. I feel like running some sort of multiplayer game through an IRC. Lady Poppy Shepherd could absolutely get it from your husband. Yeah. No, she wouldn't get it. She takes it. She takes it because she's in control. Follow your goal porner and follow him as he makes his rounds. She takes what she wants, so... Where is he? Just walk very slowly. Allison's house. The mailman, guess what? That's a problem solved, honestly.
Good day, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Hey. I need to know who got a certain package.
Oh, ma'am, that's confidential information. I really have to keep...
Isn't that what all Lady Poppies do? We know the mailman is easy. Yeah, the mailman's it. Change the poster to the mailman is easy. Next year people are gonna tell me they put JPEGs of monkeys in a database and call it money. Someone in the neighborhood infested my house with bugs. The only clue I have is they got the bugs from Pestport. I'm looking for some help here.
Okay. Maybe I can help you out, but you need an incentive.
Yes! Yes! Yeah, fine. Well, fuck. Let's go.
Well, it has been a long day.
Lady Poppy, getting the job done. Getting the job done. And by the job, I mean the mailman. And by done, I mean done.
That was the most complete inspection of a package I've ever experienced.
Good.
Here's a copy of the order form that came with the package you were asking.
The mailman, am I right?
Now, I really have to get back to work. But know that you've performed a public service. Or at least performed an act on a public servant.
Let's see. Yeah, always a pleasure to help out a federal employee. Now that you know Tabitha Savage has been behind all 3 attacks on your son. It's Tabitha. It's been Tabitha the whole time. It was Tabitha all along. Confront her and see what she has to say. All right, that's where we're... What's fun is this even in the first time you fuck the mailman? This is even the first time you fuck the mailman today. Tabitha's a great game. Great name to cast, but saying Tabitha. Incredible. Incredible. That's where we're gonna leave it because that's a great spot to leave it. You're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger? Yes. Yeah. Always leave them wanting more. Always leave them wanting more. Oh God, it's okay. Look at you. You do us dirty like you did the mailman. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right, I saved. There we go. So that's it for today. That's it. That's it for today. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope everybody had a good time. I guess we have one more Desperate Housewives stream. I didn't know if we were gonna clean up today, but you know, it goes how it goes. It takes as long as it takes. See me grind this game just so I can see what happens. Yeah, we'll finish this on Wednesday. We'll finish this on Wednesday for sure. we've got finish up this one, 2 more shorter ones with less optional quests. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, we'll get this done. We'll get this done today or Wednesday for sure. We'll get this done Wednesday for sure. And then we'll figure out. So I think what we'll do next is Wednesday we'll finish Desperate Housewives. Friday will be the start of Friday we'll go back to Dragon's Dogma for Casual Friday. And then Monday next week, we will officially start Shining Force as everything stands right now. Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll finish Dragon's Dogma before we get into Shining Force. I don't know. We'll leave it open. We'll leave it a little flexible. He's doing his annual Mario fundraiser. Oh, he is live. Oh God, he's never live this early. Oh yeah. If he's doing, he's doing for St. Jude. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, so that's what the week is gonna look like. We'll see how it goes. You know, sometimes stuff pops up and whatever. But that's the plan for now. We'll see if things pop up and stuff has to get shifted around, because who knows. Right, that's a 0 in his name. We're gonna raid Rye. Like Helix said, Rye's doing his annual St. Jude Mario Marathon. He's raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Rye's a cool guy. You know, follow him for a bit now. You've been around, you know who he is. I'm gonna go have some food and make my lunch, fucking relax a little bit. I had such a busy weekend. Still got some chores and stuff we're gonna do, but whatever. I'll see everybody Wednesday for more Desperate Housewives. Until then, take care of yourself. Love and appreciate you. I'll see you then.